What's that skill I just got? These are all C rank. Killer team IMO. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of basing it. Every time I play a game, I always base it on characters I like more than who's the actual best characters in the game. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we're so early in the game, none of these characters really have done anything yet that I'm like, oh, I love this character. Even Evan, I'm like okay with. He's like fine. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite right now, I'd probably say Mium. I don't know. Just something about their design I like. I would just rank them based on design, you know, because they haven't really gotten much like focus yet. I hope that changes. Hey Evan, you know those Aeolus seeds? How can I get a hold of some? I don't know. Go ask Ulk and Mium. They know all about the seeds, I think. Why do you want them? I heard about them from Mium. I heard that if you eat some, they'll make you feel full for a while. Yeah, they're also gonna make you belch for some weird reason. I've heard that those little Hosman girls use them as diet food, so I just thought, you know, when they use them to lose weight, I think you're better off with an ordinary diet plan. What do you mean? I wasn't gonna use them right away. I mean, after the war, of course. Anyway, never mind. I'll just ask Mium about it later. It was dumb of me to ask you. Which, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have hope that they'll do a little more with the characters, but part of me is a little worried because they gave us all the characters at once. I was kind of hoping. I think I would rather them give us the characters, like, spaced out. But they gave us, like, oh, Carmen and Brandol. That's fine. Keep when you get Carmen and Brandol, fine. But then, like, they gave us, like, Tito, Mium, Ulk, what's his name, Jade, and if I'm missing anyone, they gave us all of them at once. It kind of worries me how they're doing that. I normally like it when they space out characters so characters get their screen time and stuff, and it doesn't feel like they get no focus, but we'll see, I guess. I would have probably liked it because they're going with a whole pairing system. I would have liked it if you got, like, had an arc focusing on, like, getting Brandol and Carmen. We got Brandol and Carmen as the first characters. That's cool. Then maybe have an arc where you get the Arcadians, which is Jade and Tito, like, have focus on them, get them, and then have the Hosmans, which is Ulk and Mium. I would have liked it like that more. We'll see how it holds up, I guess. Jade, forget it. It's nothing. Get a good rest today. What a strange one you are. In other words, you have no business with me, then excuse me, I want to be alone. That's weird. He seems pretty normal today. By the way, I am going to talk to NPCs here. I'm going to talk to these characters because, you know, if they do hang out in the town every day, I bet their dialogue changes per story segment. At the moment, I have no time for idle chit-chat. If you'll forgive me, I would like to be left alone. Alright. Hey, Evan. How you been? You've eaten those Aeolus seeds, right? Is your stomach okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. No problem. How come you're apologizing? Well, because you were worried about me. I think you should say thank you, right? Nah, it's a bit much. Anyway, stop worrying about everything. Honestly, when Jade's like the only one that they gave him like so far a backstory. Sort of. I would rather, I normally, games I play, I like it when they space out the character. But I mean, you never know. They could do more with them throughout the game. We'll have to see. Food, chow time. What have we got today? Whoa, how long you been there? That's what you said last time. You really are in a good mood when you're eating. Huh? What are you talking about? Of course I like eating. What's it to you? Are you gonna eat? Sit down and dig in. Are you gonna sit or what? Make up your mind. I can't eat with you moping around like that. Alright, Brandol. Brandol just sounds like Raphael from Three Houses, which is a nightmare. Hopefully he gets more stuff going on and I don't have to hate him like I do Raphael. Oh, Evan, look, there's food. Let's eat together. Alright. How dare they rob Mium of dialogue? Very rude of them. Did I talk to everyone? Ulk. I didn't talk to Ulk yet. Now, where would Ulk be? Justin's house. I say Justin because, you know, it's not spelled like Justin. I refuse to call him Justin. Oh, you can go back to, Escar if you want. I don't know why you would, but I guess NPC stuff. I'm not going to worry too much about NPCs. I'll go around to make sure I talk to my party members, but I'm not going to worry about NPCs all that much. I'll talk to who I want. This game has to be great outside of NPC dialogue and make me earn it, you know? It's gotta earn that special attention. Which, it's still not a bad game, but... You think when I played Grandia 1 and 2, I focused on the NPCs? Nah, dude. I talked to them every now and then, but I never went out of my way for them until I replayed those games. Those games were good without NPCs, and now they're, like, amazing with NPCs. Where is Ulk? I'm not gonna talk to everyone except Ulk. Ulk could probably be like near a tree or something. He's some kind of beastman. I did read your paragraph, Raptor, yeah. It is really weird that they would do that, but at this point, I'm used to them not explaining stuff in this game. I did read it. I didn't say it out loud because I was answering Arietta's question, but I skimmed through it, yeah. Where is Ulk? Where would Ulk be? This is where Brando and Miam were. I can't believe Miam had one throwaway line. How rude. Well, that's yet another great place you have to send us, Dean. I thought you were good down there or whatever. I didn't read that right. You should know the transport crew took losses as well, but this is our duty. You need to be fully aware of it. You don't have to tell me that, and you could make it sound a little less scathing. Scathing, I think. I'm about to quit. I'm finding Ulk. How important do I want this? Wait, was that him? No. Ulk blends in with the weirdest stuff because of how large he is and his color. You know what? What the hey? We'll be back in Locca. I'll find him later. I bet dialogue changes after every single ruins. So I'll just find him. I should have saved, actually. Because there's no save points in this game. Which is kind of meh, but I'll get over it. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to rest. Dude, this whole like choosing enter the village, go outside, it's so annoying and unnecessary. If you want to have the person available to save and rest, that's fine. But you don't need the person to leave the village and enter the village. It's ridiculous. And completely unnecessary and adds nothing but, like, tedium to the game. See, I can't enter the village unless I go back. I enter the village by clicking it. Like, dude, that makes no sense. Just have the person hang out, and if you want to save and rest, have him do that. Makes no sense to have to talk to someone, like, you need permission to leave. I don't understand it. It does nothing but add, like, tedium to the game. It makes entering and re-entering just a chore. F4 stalled. Dude, another pet peeve. I hate how the SP goes back to 1. Why? Makes no sense. I don't think it worked like that in the other games. I don't remember if they fully... Oh, hey.
Spiral vortex.
What? That was so cool. Dude, with that skill alone, I think Ulk is definitely making the final team. Ulk is definitely going to be, like, my heavy hitter. Because it seems like Ulk and Brandor are the heavy hitters. I'd rather have Ulk than Brandor. And I'm thinking Miam because of her healing ability. Until we get heal. And also, she just looks interesting. And then with that, it's probably between Tito and Carmen to take up the final slot. Maybe after this dungeon, I'll know. I mean, Tito seems neat. Part of me wants to put Tito in. I think Carmen's kind of like a balanced jack of all trades with magic and physical. Tito's probably like that too. But I do like the fast character because Tio from Grandia 2 has Chakram. She's not exactly like Tito, but she's the fast character. So part of me is thinking Tito instead of Carmen.
Don't underestimate me.
Although, Miam uses a bow. So maybe, I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Maybe Carmen instead of Tito because Miam is long range. I don't know, dude. It's gonna be hard to decide. I got surprised. I pressed the 4-star button, but whatever. The 4-star mechanic is kind of lame. I hate it. I said I can get over it. I don't think I'll ever get over it, but I can definitely hate it less. I definitely don't like it.
You'll be mislead if you're not careful.
At least the camera in this place doesn't seem so bad.
Take this.
Good zap. I think in Grandia 1 and 2, I don't remember, and that's really saying something because I should, like, they're two of my favorite games of all time. I don't remember specifically. I don't know if they give you all your SP back when you use a recover point, but they definitely don't give you one. I'm pretty sure Grandia 1 gives you all your SP. Grandia 2 might not give you all your SP back, but I don't think it leaves you at 1. It might leave you with like half or something, which I'd rather have. That's better, definitely. Having it at 1 is just such a detrimental thing. I hate it. I'm fairly certain Grandia 1 it did, because Grandia 1's recover points are broken. Grandia 2 might have left you with half SP, I don't know. Point is, I'd be fine if it left you with half. If it left you with half SP, I'd be cool with that. Because it's such a chore to have to build up your SP again every single time you rest. Get him up. So like if I'm going to an enemy, I can't cancel them immediately. I have to build up my SP. I can never be prepared for an enemy using a move and like, oh, I should cancel this, but I can't cancel because I have 1 SP. I could with critical, but even still, critical is a very situational timing thing. I hate this. At least the camera doesn't seem like too bad. I feel like the camera was a lot more annoying indoors. Outdoors, I feel like the camera is a little tolerable. Although I still hate the camera. But it's just something I'm gonna have to deal with, you know? I can't fix the camera, unfortunately. By the way, I did say I was gonna get Howl Slash, but I kind of changed my mind. I got Burn Flame and Zap. I don't think I need it. At least not yet until I get more mana eggs.
I call for some flames of purification.
Dead. This last one, get this frost frog.
Yeah, way to go.
I think lightning. Ooh, mental vellum. I think lightning is fire and wind in Grandia. Yeah, I think lightning is fire and wind. Fire and wind for lightning, and then ice is water and wind, and then fire and earth is blast. And then, oh, well, at least Grandia won. I don't know. There's probably blast in this game. There's blast in every single game. And then forest is normally
Here comes my area.
water and earth, I think. Yeah, that sounds right.
I
get confused because in Tails games, I'm pretty sure lightning is not fire and wind. Lightning is like water and wind or something. Tales of, like, late Tails games do it differently. I think that's how it works in Grandia. Let's burn flame over here. Yes, the seething flames.
My will cannot be sworn.
Maybe, chat, maybe I'll switch in Carmen later in this dungeon. And in case I do want to use Carmen, I'll have her caught up. Like, partway through, I'll probably switch out Tito for Carmen. But, maybe I'll bring Carmen in later on, and then I'll decide if that way if I do want to use her, she won't be super behind. I can start getting a jump on her level. One thing's for certain, I'm probably never using Brandol and Jade again, unless the game makes me. Which I kind of hope the game is not like... I hope the game doesn't do this too much with like, oh, you have to use this character. I hope it doesn't. Because that's going to be a really big complaint with the game because there's no bench XP. All they have to do to solve that problem is to make bench XP. I also would rather them have bench XP because I want to switch characters around. I don't like to dedicate myself to a party. Normally. But like, in this game, I'm gonna hate it if I switch around, you know? I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna really hate it. On the one hand, this is the only Grandia game with more than 4 party members to switch between. But on the other hand, we go back to the point, how can game devs not realize that they should add bench XP? It kind of feels like a no-duh, right? To me, at least. Only reason I can think of is that they forgot. I can think of no intentional reason to not add any kind of bench XP. It just seems like an obvious thing to add. How do I open the map again? Zoom it out a bit. Leave me alone. Normally, camera's never bad enough to knock a point off. Might knock a point off with this game. I'm considering it, yeah. I'll really know once I'm, like, farther in the game. But yeah, I am considering knocking a point off of it. I hate you. No, goodbye. I'm just trying to get back to the ocean cave.
We'll go fast and quietly.
I will say this, it wasn't as bad. It's worse in the land ruins than it is now, but it's not really saying much because in the land ruins it was pretty unbearable. I think it works better outdoors than it does. I pressed force stall, game. No, we're not doing this. We're just not.
There's no escape.
Ugh, please.
This
is yet another trial.
Are you kidding me right now, game?
Any more fighting would be a waste anyway.
Please stop. Just trying to get places.